Welcome to Basic Science for JSS 3, second term. Today we study force, its types, its effects, and Newton's laws of motion. What is force? A force is a push or pull that can change the state of motion or shape of an object. Force is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude, size, and direction. The SI unit of force is the Newton, N. Effects of force. Force can start a stationary object moving, a push gets a ball rolling. Stop a moving object, friction stops a sliding box. Change the speed of a moving object, engine force accelerates a car. Change the direction of a moving object, steering wheel applies force to turn car. Change the shape of an object, pressing clay changes its shape. Types of force. 1. Gravitational force, the force of attraction between masses. The Earth's gravity pulls all objects toward its center. This is what gives objects weight. Weight, W, equals mass, m, times gravity, g. On Earth, g is almost equal to 10 meters per square second, or 9.8 meters per square second more precisely. 2. Friction, the force that opposes motion between two surfaces in contact. Friction acts opposite to the direction of motion. Types. Static friction prevents motion from starting. Kinetic friction opposes motion already in progress. Friction is useful, walking, brakes, but also causes wear and energy loss. 3. Magnetic force, the force exerted by magnets. Attracts iron, cobalt, and nickel. Repels like poles, attracts unlike poles. 4. Electric force, force between electric charges. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract. 5. Tension, force transmitted through a string, rope, or cable when pulled. 6. Normal force, the perpendicular force exerted by a surface on an object resting on it, holds the object up against gravity. 7. Applied force, a force directly applied to an object by pushing or pulling. Newton's laws of motion. Sir Isaac Newton formulated 3 laws that describe how forces affect the motion of objects. Newton's first law, law of inertia. An object at rest remains at rest, and an object in motion continues in motion with constant speed in a straight line, unless acted upon by an external unbalanced force. Inertia is the tendency of an object to resist changes in its state of motion. A heavy object has more inertia, harder to start or stop, than a light one. Examples: a stationary car stays stationary unless pushed/driven. A moving ball continues until friction/air resistance/a wall stops it. You lurch forward when a ball suddenly stops, your body wants to continue moving. Newton's second law, law of acceleration. The acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force applied to it and inversely proportional to its mass. Formula: F equals ma, force equals mass times acceleration. This means, more force equals more acceleration. More mass equals less acceleration for the same force. Examples: kicking a light ball makes it accelerate faster than kicking a heavy ball with the same force. A car engine with more power can accelerate the car faster. Newton's third law, law of action and reaction. For every action, force, there is an equal and opposite reaction, force. When object A exerts a force on object B exerts an equal force back on object A, in the opposite direction. Examples: when you jump off a boat, the boat moves backward. A gun recoils, kicks backward, when a bullet is fired forward. A rocket is propelled upward by exhaust gases expelled downward. Remember, force equals push or pull, can change state of motion or shape of object, vector quantity, magnitude plus direction, SI unit equals Newton, N. Effects: start stationary object moving plus stop moving object plus change speed plus change direction plus change shape of object. Types: gravitational, attraction between masses, Earth's gravity pulls toward center equals gives weight, W equals mg, g is almost equal to 10 m/s superscript 2. Plus friction, opposes motion between two surfaces in contact, acts opposite to direction of motion. Static friction equals prevents motion starting. Kinetic friction equals opposes motion in progress. Useful equals walking plus brakes. Causes equals wear plus energy loss. Plus magnetic, magnets, attracts iron plus cobalt plus nickel. Repels like poles plus attracts unlike poles, plus electric, like charges repel plus unlike attract, plus tension, force through string plus rope plus cable when pulled, plus normal force, perpendicular force from surface, holds object against gravity. Plus applied force, direct push or pull. Newton's 3 laws. First law, law of inertia: object at rest stays at rest. Object in motion continues in motion at constant speed in straight line unless acted upon by external unbalanced force. Inertia equals tendency to resist changes in state of motion. Heavier object equals more inertia. Examples: stationary car stays stationary plus moving ball continues until stopped plus lurch forward when ball stops suddenly, or body wants to continue moving. Second law, law of acceleration: acceleration directly proportional to net force plus inversely proportional to mass. Formula: F equals more force equals mass times acceleration. More force equals more acceleration. More mass equals less acceleration for same force. Kick light ball equals faster than heavy ball with same force. Third law, law of action plus reaction: for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. When A exerts force on B, B exerts equal force back on A in opposite direction. Jump of boat equals boat moves backward. Gun recoils equals bullet fires forward. Rocket goes up equals exhaust gases expelled down. Thank you for studying basic science with us today.